Hi, I'm Fiona Belsham, and for those of you that don't know me, I run Patches and Buttons, the fabric and haberdashery shop on Moor Lane in Clitheroe. I'm also trying to get a group together called Ribble Valley Scrub Hub to make scrubs for NHS staff and social care workers, scrub wash bags and cloth face masks for the staff and residents in care and residential homes locally. All to reduce cross-contamination and keep down the infection of COVID-19. I've been asked by one or two individuals if I could make them some scrubs, and that's why I got interested in this. And if you've been watching the TV and keeping an eye on social media over the last week, you'll be fully aware that there are lots of groups set up all over the UK catering to making scrubs, wash bags, etc., as the demand for them has gone through the roof. So thanks to everyone who's already got in touch and offered to volunteer, ask their managers at work if these items are needed. Basically, if you're watching this video, it means that you've found the Scrub Hub page, which is attached to Patches and Buttons Facebook page, and I've set up 4 discussion boards for you to look at and get involved with regarding the items that we might want to make. I'm really big on environmental and eco issues, so the projects that I'm proposing and the tutorials that I'm hoping to launch over the next week or so are designed to utilise full lengths of fabric and not create any more waste. And also, if you do watch the instructional videos, they're not intended to be in any way patronising. I'm hoping to do a video on wash bags, which is what all this here is laid out for. Hopefully I might be launching that later today, and one for the face masks. I'm going to go right back to basics. I'm going to be talking about the mechanics of the fabric and how it's constructed, because I'm presuming no knowledge whatsoever. There are lots of individuals out there who've never done any sewing before who would like to be useful and helpful in this difficult and distressing time. So if you know what a selvage is, fine, well and good, but there'll be some people out there who don't and won't know what I'm talking about if I don't explain fully. So like I say, I'll be going back to basics. The other thing, I know that many of you will have fabric at home that you want to use up, so I'm not expecting you to buy any fabrics from these to complete any of these projects. However, I will be putting 1 or 2 packs together, and I'll be selling them purely to cover costs. They'll be made up of what I consider the most appropriate and cost-effective fabrics to do a good job. For example, there's been lots of discussion online about the sort of fabric that's suitable for making scrubs, and in the lack of availability of some good cottons, people have been starting to use polycotton. In my opinion, it's not really good enough fabric for the job, and I have spoken to a midwife who agreed and said that that is not the sort of fabric that she would want her uniform to be made out of. So I have some of my own in the shop, some reasonable quality cotton, and I've managed to procure another couple of bolts of different colours which will be used for scrubs. And I'll be sharing that with those of you who have a look on the scrubs discussion board. If, like me, you were doing research into this all last week after the article on the One Show, you'll have discovered, hopefully, the scrubhub.org website, and they're recommending that scrubs be constructed using an overlockers to get them to a certain standard. So unfortunately, if you only have a domestic sewing machine, they're asking you to make other things, and there are plenty of other things that are needed at the moment. So the wash bags, the face masks, some people are even making wipe down car seat covers. I'm not getting into that because I haven't got the fabric, but all of this is in an effort to keep the virus at bay. So really huge thanks again if you have already got in touch. There'll be updates posted regularly on here and on my YouTube channel once I get that up and going. Thanks very much for your interest. Please get in touch via the discussion boards if you can help, if you want to sew, if you need scrubs, if you'd like to pack up one of the packs to make up the wash bags or the face masks. Patterns are going to be available with the packs of fabric and all the other paraphernalia that you need to make things up. Or indeed, if you are a member of staff or you know a member of staff from a care home, you've got a member of family in a care home, and you know that they need the face masks, please get in touch. It's much easier with real orders. When you get a real order, you can work to parameters. So if you do actually want to request something to be made, be specific about the colour, size and numbers that are needed. Okay, and then we can work from there. So once again, thank you very much for listening, watching. I'll be in touch soon, and hopefully you can get yourself signed up on one of the discussion boards to make things, or indeed to ask for something to be made. Okay, thank you very much.